Hello, this is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. Let's talk about doing a 7-day mental diet and the benefits of doing a 7-day mental diet. Romans 12:2. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. What is a mental diet? A mental diet is replacing all your negative thoughts and feelings with positive thoughts and feelings. Not entertaining for one moment any negative thoughts, not feeling bad, not responding negatively to anyone or anything, not criticizing anyone or anything, not gossiping, avoiding negative people, listening or watching the negative news from any channel, from any outlet. Your mental diet is the most important thing because it shapes your life. It is difficult and challenging. It's a difficult and challenging journey at first, but it's so worth it. I know I've done this several times and I intend to do it again and again. If you're honest and do it right, it changes your whole psyche, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Emmett Fox said that being on a mental diet for 7 days will positively change your life. Neville Goddard talks about the power of positive inner conversations, which is the same as a positive mental diet. I've done a video on that, check it out. If you've been struggling to manifest the world of your dreams, then chances are you have not developed consistent control over your thought patterns and feelings. We have thoughts that come into our minds seemingly out of nowhere, and at times these thoughts can be negative and destructive, taking you away from the achievement of your goals, living your dreams, and just being happy. When these negative thoughts get out of control, consider going on a positive mental diet. Consider having only positive mental conversations with yourself. Focus only on the positive thoughts that come into your mind and delete the rest. A positive mental diet is a habit of refusing to entertain, as I said, any negative thoughts or feelings. As soon as you notice any inner thoughts that are telling you a negative story, immediately replace it with positive ones. A mental diet is like a regular physical diet, and both diets require discipline and attention. If you meet the challenge of going through it, you will be happy with the results, I promise you. For a mental diet to be effective, it is best done for at least 7 days consecutively, said Emmett Fox. 7 days may sound easy, but let me tell you, if you're used to thinking mostly negatively, and a lot of people are, or letting random thoughts control you, it will take discipline and focused attention and a burning desire for change. It would take all that to make it through those 7 days. When I did my first 7 days years ago, boy, did I have to keep starting over. But I was determined because I had a burning desire to positively change my life. To get the results that you want, you cannot cheat. And the universe knows if you do. If you miss, that is, start thinking and feeling negative, you have to start over again. If you don't start over again, you will say the diet doesn't work, when in fact, you haven't done your part for the 7 days. Be honest with yourself. If you're strong and you stick to it, you will be amazed how the 7 days of positively thinking will start the journey of changing your life in a big way for the better. Why? Because it is the most important diet that will positively affect all aspects of your life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. When you feed on a positive mental diet, you start living from having this and that. You will become awake, aware, and conscious, AAC. You will start experiencing continuous health, wealth, and time freedom all at the same time. You will start seeing your goals and your dreams manifest for you more easily and effortlessly. So are you ready for positive change in your life? Really, are you ready? If so, give this prayerful consideration and get started as soon as possible. Since I know you're going to do this, I know you are, let's discuss a few of the important things to keep in mind during your 7-day positive mental diet. 1. Refuse to dwell on any negative thoughts or feelings. 2. Refuse to be part of negative conversations. 3. Refuse to gossip. That can be a hard one. 4. Refuse to watch or listen to anything negative. Refuse to let others push your buttons. Tap into your God center. Avoid any negative family, friends, and co-workers, or leave the room when the conversation turns negative. Better still, if you can turn the conversation around to something positive, great, good job. Come from a place of understanding and unconditional love, that is, non-judgment. When you catch yourself beginning to focus on the negative, and certainly that will happen at the beginning, immediately snap yourself out of it and change your thinking and feeling state. You can do this. I know you can do this. And you can do this for example, asking empowering questions like, what's good about this? Or what else could this mean? Or I don't care how it looks, how it appears. Things are always working out for my highest good in divine order. I let go, I let God. If you catch yourself saying, I am not good enough, replace it immediately with, I am amazing. Start your day by having a morning ritual that will get you in the state of thinking and feeling positive. Set your intention for the day that no matter what shows up, you will stay in a positive state of mind and come from love. For the next 7 days, that is consecutive days, 24 hours a day, make certain that your whole focus is on solutions and not problems. The minute you encounter a possible challenge, immediately focus on what the solution could be. Do not dwell on the negative even for a moment or two. No, release, let go, let go. It is not your business to figure out the solution or solutions. Your business is to let God take care of the how, the details. If you backslide, that is, if you catch yourself indulging in or dwelling on something that's negative, don't beat yourself up. As long as you change immediately to a positive state of mind, it's okay. However, if you continue to dwell on these downbeat thoughts or feelings for more than a minute or two, you must wait until the next morning to start over again. Yes, it's worth it. The goal of the 7-day positive mental diet is to be in the state of positivity without holding or dwelling on negative thoughts or negative feeling state, past or present. This starting over process must happen no matter how many days in a row you've already started. Let me emphasize that the results will be well worth it. When I first attempted my 7-day mental diet, it was challenging. It was challenging because I had to start over for a few days before I actually went through the 7 days consecutively. It was far more difficult than I thought it would be. It was tough, in fact. I tell you, it was easier doing a food fast for 7 days than actually doing a mental fast, positive fast for 7 days. And by doing that, I became awake, aware, and conscious of what negative thoughts I was thinking, feeling, and immediately I was able to change it. But you know why it was difficult and why it's for most of us? Because we're on automatic. We're programmed to be on automatic. We're programmed to be on a negative trend. We tend to most of the time. But when you finish that 7-day mental diet, my goodness, you will have a tremendous lifelong pattern of staying positive, emotional, mentally, and your whole body will react to it positive and your health will improve. Focus on the solutions and not the problems. Focus on the outcome. What do you want from this? How badly do you want it? It was a turning point in my life and it will be the same thing for you. When you take on this 7-day mental diet challenge, and I challenge you to do so, it will do a number of things for you. Let's talk a little bit about the benefits of being and staying on the 7-day positive mental diet. You will become accurately aware of all the habitual mental and emotional patterns that have held you back and still holding you back, the past and the present. It will make your brain search for empowering alternatives to problems or challenges. It will give you an incredible sense of confidence as you begin to see that you can possibly turn your life around. Yes, you can. It will create new and positive and empowering habits, new standards, and new expectations that will help you expand more than you could ever believe. Your whole world will positively shift emotionally, mentally, and physically. You will feel better about your life. You will feel better about life, period. Be warned, however, don't begin the 7-day mental diet if you're not willing to be committed, or if you don't have a burning desire to change your life. If you aren't committed to change, then it won't last the 7 days. In fact, don't bother to start. This is not for the weak of heart, I tell you that. This is only for those who are fully committed to positively changing their lives, to want to be more empowered in their everyday life, because this will raise you to a higher level of consciousness. I tell you that. Neville Goddard stresses on mental diets, yet it's one of the most overlooked methods of changing your life for the better. A lot of us have been negatively programmed. I was one of those. We tend to focus on the problems and not the solutions. We tend to first think negatively about something or someone. We tend to think that life is hard. And the program that says we have to suffer and sacrifice runs most of our lives big time. It ran mine. To change the negative programs, you must really want to invest your time and your effort emotionally and mentally to have the positive changes that you say you want manifested and demonstrated in your life. Living on a positive mental diet will help you get rid of all the toxins in your system, in your life. You will have new empowering thoughts that propel you forward and not negative ones that hold you back. This mental diet is so worth the benefits that you will receive as a result of doing it right and sticking to it. And you know what? You can do it. But why should you do this anyway? Let's talk more about the benefits, because everything in the world bears witness of the use or misuse of your inner talking, your mental diet, because you want to set yourself up for a healthy, successful, prosperous, and joy-filled life. Because you want to be happy no matter what. Because you want to connect to your moreness. Yes, your moreness. That is your God power. Do this because you want to invest in yourself. You want to consciously connect to source energy, your magnificent God self, consistently. Because you want to live from the peace of God. There is no better place to live from than the peace of God that passes all understanding. Dare to assume you have already successfully gone through the 7-day positive mental diet and you are now the woman or the man that you want to be. Dare to assume that you're now living the experiences you dreamed of. Dare to assume it's already done, because Romans 2:12 says, don't be conformed by the world. Let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good, pleasing, and perfect. After you have successfully gone through your 7-day positive mental diet, share with us what your experiences are, what they have been, what showed up for you as a result. We will all benefit from your input and your sharing. So leave your comments below, and thank you for doing that. And this is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. Thank you for buying my books on Amazon.com. Click like because you like this video. Subscribe to my channel and invite others to do likewise. Follow me on Facebook, Chaneta V. Cummings Lewis, and my fan page is Health, Wealth, and Time Freedom. And the same thing applies to Instagram and Twitter. Thank you. Be awake, aware, and conscious.